Hello, welcome to my channel, Decoding Universe with Scientist. So I'm with Sriram. He's from Kerala, and he's currently a postdoctoral fellow at ICER Pune. So Sriram, can you give a brief about your academic journey
Yes,
after 12th?
yes. So after 12th, I joined ICER Thiruvananthapuram for my integrated BSMS. And after that, I did my PhD at IIT Madras with Dr. Vaibhav Mathur in quantum information. And then I moved to ICER Pune for my postdoc with Professor Santana.
So how you were selected at ICER Trivandrum for PSMS program?
Yeah, ICERs conduct an aptitude test, all the ICERs combined, and you have to be in a certain rank
Rank, yeah.
regime to get into the institute. Earlier, there was also other methods like KVPY and this
J
IIT
advance,
JE Advance. Yeah, I think JE Advance is still there, but KVPY
KVI
has
has been
been
removed.
scrapped. Yeah.
So what was your MS project?
Okay, so ICES in ICES only the first 4 years are coursework,
Mhm.
and in that the first 2 years you learn at least in ICES Thiruvananthapuram you learn all the four subjects: chemistry, physics, maths, and biology.
All
Uh,
subjects.
yeah, and then at the end of the second year you choose your major, and I chose physics.
Mm.
And then third and fourth year is coursework. You can also have a minor subject, like if you complete a certain number of credits in one subject. I did in mathematics.
Mm.
Then you get also get a minor degree in mathematics. You can also do it across different subjects. Those minor credits can be completed across different subjects as well, but then you won't be called minor in any subject.
Mhm.
But yeah, you have to choose a major subject and complete a certain number of credits in
Credits.
that subject. And yeah, as I said, I chose physics, and in the fifth year is it is completely dedicated for a project. And my project was with Dr. Bindusar Sahu, and it was on this brain world model. So the idea is that our universe is confined to a brain in a higher dimensional bulk space. And yeah, we were looking at the behavior of fermions in such a model. And yeah, we found that a certain left-handed fermions were confined to the brain, which means that they are physical, whereas the other ones were not physical because their probability was away from the brain and so on.
So, what is this brain?
uh, it is a generalization of strings in string theory. It can be a higher dimensional rather than a single one dimensional string. It's a higher dimensional membrane.
So, if you remember, a string is a realization of the smallest unit of which particles are supposed to be made. So different particles are because of different vibration frequencies of this particular strings. That is a proposal from string theory. So then you went to IIT Madras for PhD,
Yes.
and your PhD is actually on quantum chaos. That is
Yeah, that is
not
right.
much theoretical. You did masters in abstract theoretical thing, and then you change to some applied thing. So
Well,
what
yeah, this is also theoretical, but yeah, this it combines theory and
somewhat,
some.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
had some applications like
yeah,
in future.
yes, that is true.
So
Yeah.
why is it that you
Yeah, I felt that what I was doing in my MS was a bit abstract for me, and I wanted to do something slightly easier. So this quantum information and quantum chaos, they have wide applications, and they were coming up because of quantum computation and so on. And then the basic theory of that is just quantum mechanics, and that's based on linear algebra. So yeah, it's easier to work with than, let's say, string theory.
so what exactly your PhD thesis was on?
My PhD thesis was on quantum chaos, and what we basically do is to study chaos using quantum mechanics, or quantum study of classical chaos. And there we looked at certain measures of chaos in quantum systems, such as the out of time ordered correlators, Loschmidt-Echo, fidelity and so on. So these are just jargons for
Yeah,
many of
these
you
are
right
big,
now.
big
So
words. Yeah.
yeah, so basically this chaos as we know it is only present in classical systems, right? But quantum mechanics is linear and there cannot be any exponential sensitivity to initial conditions. But in there are other ways in which the chaos in the classical regime is reflected, because you also have this Bohr's correspondence principle, which says that as the scale changes, quantum or the quantum mechanics has to converge to classical mechanics in a larger scale. There has to be continuity in theory. So if you see something in classical mechanics, chaos in classical mechanics, it has to arise from this more fundamental quantum mechanical regime. And that's what we basically study in quantum chaos using some of these tools.
And you are now postdoctoral fellow at IISER Pune.
Yes.
So I want to know what are different postdoctoral fellowship in India.
Yeah, so there is a national postdoc fellowship funded by SERB, and then there are institute fellowships across different institutes that will be funded by themselves. Uh, so many of the professors might have some projects which is again funded by DST or so. They will fund the student postdoctoral fellow from their fund, and then in CV there is a CV Raman fellowship at IASC,
IIC.
yeah, which
That
pays
offer one
1
lakh.
lakh, yes, right. And I am a Chanakya fellow at IISER Pune. It is funded by the iHub Quantum Foundation.
I have Quantum Foundation of IISER Pune.
Yes, right.
So what is your postdoctoral research work?
um, we are planning to work on the transmon qubits, the interacting transmon qubits, which make up the processors for quantum computers, and we want to study the under what topology you get a larger parameter range in which you can properly control the system, because there is a boundary of chaos after a certain parameter range. You go into chaos where you lose all the control on your quantum system. So it is very important to have the full control so that you can use it for any computation. If you have lost it, then it's not useful at all. So we are trying to study that boundary and how you can maximize this parameter range, which is useful.
Okay, yeah, nice. So it's just like working on the quantum technologies.
Yeah, right.
So as a completion of this interview, I would like to ask the hobbies. Can you share some of your hobbies?
Well, I usually go for a walk in the evening, about an hour. Other than that, I watch movies, like I or also read some at night before sleep.
Yeah, it make us sleep. Okay. And also, you mentioned about the walk. So that is it's actually a very important part for researcher because that gives idea.
Yeah, that's right. I like my part of that time.
That
Yeah, it's a leisurely walk. I like it.
like many of the field medal winners have also mentioned like this walk was a crucial part for his success. So yeah, so every researcher should have this habit of having a walk in the morning or in the evening. So I would like to thank Sriram for being a part of this video. So
Thank
thank you,
you.
Sriram.
Thank you.
So thank you guys for watching his interview. Thanks.